Yo, my people, lateness is greatness. You already know what time it is. It's time for the all-you-can-eat Chelsea show. And Younes is taking this thing too seriously. Do you know what I mean? It's the intro is just banter. You know what I mean? It's not meant to be this deep, but listen, he'll be joining us soon. I tried to wait for him, but I was trying to juggle it. I was balancing act. I was like, how many people do I want to piss off? How long do I want to wait? It's like, it's not easy. Do you know what I mean? It's not easy, but Miz, how are you doing, bro? Talk to me.
Going really, really good, man. As I was saying offline, you know, it's the month of Ramadan. To everyone that's fasting, honestly, keep the good work up. And, you know, it's a blessed month. So I'm really happy. Lots of family times. And obviously, Chelsea front, man. How can you not be happy? The buzz is amazing. The hype is amazing. We're 90 minutes away from being in the Champions League final. I mean, deep that, Matisse, deep bro, that. Just 90 minutes away.
That doesn't even like, do you know how unreal that sounds when you say it? I'm mad nervous, bro. I can't think about Fulham. I honestly can't. I'd be lying to you if I was telling you that Fulham is even on my mind. It's really not. I am so invested in this Real Madrid second leg game. I can't think of anything else. I'm proper nervous, bro. How? Because I'm obviously my you know, everyone that follows this channel knows how I'm feeling after that game. I kind of had a vision after the review, but it is what it is. How are you feeling after that result against Real Madrid?
Bro, I must say I'm very confident. I'm annoyed that we didn't put them away. I feel like we should have put them away. We started off so well. We could have had at least 2-3 goals, I believe, before they equalized.
Yeah.
But Matisse, you know what that game showed me? That game showed me that we're not there just to compete with them. I feel like we're better than them. You know, the first 30 to 35 minutes, we played them out of the park, man. They could not keep up with us. And it showed that Real Madrid is an aging squad. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, with Modric and Cruz, with Marcelo, besides Benzema is their biggest X factor. Obviously, we're going to get to see a lot of Hazard probably in the second leg, so we'll see what he does. But Benzema is the proper X factor because this brother is capable of pulling out a goal out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? That shot. Do you remember that shot that hit the post, Matisse?
Yeah, the left foot shot that just grazed the post. It gave me a heart attack.
It came out of nowhere. The guy literally just sized it up, low back lift and crack. And honestly, Mendy did not have that covered. He did not have that covered. So look, overall, I think in the second leg, we're going to show that energy. And I'm hoping this time, Matisse, that we bang in a couple of goals and we finish the game off. I'm hoping for either 2-0 or a 2-1 victory, man. Second leg.
Are you nervous in any way, or are you confident?
Nah, I'm not nervous.
Me and you are the complete opposite then.
Yeah. I think it's the Thomas Tuchel vibe, Matisse. Thomas Tuchel sort of made me feel like that. We're hard to beat. Yeah, we're hard to beat, bro. Look, you look at Real Madrid first leg. I don't think they created even one proper solid opportunity besides that goal, which was a jammy goal. Let's face it, off the corner, ball bouncing around, and then Benzema.
It was an unbelievable finish.
Fantastic finish, but have they sliced us open in that game? I don't think they have. They did not open us, you know, where there was great one-on-one opportunity with Mendy. So 90 minutes, they did not produce a proper chance, in my opinion. So it gives me good belief that we can do it again. We can definitely do it again. But it does scare me. Let's say, for argument's sake, if we do, I know we have to go through Real Madrid first, but it does scare me that if we do go through them, either PSG or Man City, they look proper, man. We have to go to a different level against them.
Yeah, I mean, we did play Man City just a week ago or a week and a half ago. You know, I know they rotated a bit, not their fully strength side, but we kind of dealt with them quite well. I'm not gonna lie, if it was someone I'd be more worried about in the final, I think it'd be PSG, just because it's the unknown. Like in terms of for me, it's the unknown with Neymar and Mbappe. I kind of know Man City, but I mean, once you get to the final, anything can happen. So I'll be right now. I'm just a bit nervous at the fact that we didn't capitalize fully on our domination in that game to really have a proper advantage going into the second leg. But
you know what? One more goal. Had we just got that second goal, I think it was
like
over.
City did, you know.
Yeah, it was over. It was over. If we, and this is what I was saying in the second half, I was hoping Thomas Tuchel would just throw the dice and really go at them, because the way I was thinking, Matisse, is that if we conceded a second one, we're gonna have to score in Stamford Bridge anyway. Do you know what I mean? So why not go out there, gamble, get that second goal, and then shut up shop? Do you know what I mean? Shut up shop.
Yeah.
What would you think about the City PSG game?
City, they didn't play great in the first half. I thought PSG, you know, that goal from Marquinhos, I was celebrating because, you know, my best mate, Saj, he's a Man City fan. So, you know, I was like, fantastic, because he's been, you know, if anyone saw the All Boys show on Sunday with Big Steve and Saj and Monster, they was getting very cocky, very confident.
Good show.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would be humbled, you know. I was really looking forward to a PSG win and potentially humbling them this Sunday. But no, you know, once again, you know, Man City just carved their way through. That De Bruyne goal was very dodgy. I'm not really sure how that just completely evaded everybody and just scraped through. But cool, you know, I don't know what they're smoking. And then they just end up getting the job done. Mahrez with a free kick again goes through the wall. I don't know what's going on there.
And there was a guy that was
like, Verratti was lying across the floor,
lying down.
But why is that? The one thing you don't do in a wall is leave gaps. That's the one thing the whole purpose of a wall. Imagine if Donald Trump was building his wall and he just left a gap. What would be the point? Silly boy. You know what I mean?
What would be the point?
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
But did you expect PSG to implode like that? That was pretty crazy. They got the red card as well. Like they just blew up.
I mean, do you know what it is with PSG? It's like in this competition, they don't have the know-how. I mean, I thought them making a final last year would give them the advantage, because Man City had never been to the final, and I think this is only their second semi-final under the ownership of the Abu Dhabi corporation. But at the same time, you know, they look like, again, just went missing. They looked a bit toothless with the lack of understanding of how to manage the game and whatnot, and they just went crashing to the floor. I think personally that's probably Man City through now. I don't think PSG will be able to survive that, but we'll see.
PSG needs to score 2. They need to score 2 unanswered goals. I don't know if that's gonna happen, man.
That is the exact result I was praying for in our game with the way that we played. You know, imagine now it could be imagine if it's an all English final. Jesus Christ,
bro! Can you imagine Man City Chelsea final? Oof! That would be tasty. That would be tasty.
It will be.
I'm always, you know what, Matisse? I'm always weary about playing the same opposition again, because we beat them. You know how they're going to react. They'd be like, you know, we're not going to let you beat us again. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm a little bit like, I don't know if I want to face Man City, because they'll come with vengeance.
Yeah.
But if it's someone like PSG, I feel like we have the inside knowledge with Tuchel and Silva, and we could just do the trick again. But look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in the final. At the end of the day, first of all, we need to get through to the final, and then we'll see what happens.
And also, obviously, you know, I've spoken about Werner enough, so I'm not going to harp on about that. There was a super chat sheet quickly that I need to look at. We need to rotate heavily for the Fulham game. Hudson-Odoi, Giroud, Ziyech. Listen. There's a lot of changes. Reece James.
We still need to be in top 4.
Listen. I love it, Mohammed. I love your thinking, but we need to beat Fulham. Let me make that very clear. If we don't beat Fulham, I'm going to be angry as hell, yeah? We've dropped enough points. And I only need to tell you who our last few fixtures are as well, going into the end of the season. You've got Aston Villa, you've got
Leicester, Man City,
Arsenal. We do not need to be dropping points against Fulham. That in itself will be a car crash in terms of top 4. We've dropped enough points now. We need to take care of business against Fulham. And Fulham are no mugs. We lost to West Brom. We drew with Brighton. Let's certainly not think that Fulham are any mugs. Fulham play good football under Parker, you know. So let me go and look at Fulham's last.
Bro, they just had a draw against Liverpool, I believe, recently. and that's 2 draws against Liverpool. I don't think they've lost to Liverpool. They've been a difficult team.
That was to stop a losing run. So some's going crap. That doesn't. By the way, that doesn't make me more confident in the fact that they was on a losing run, because we literally just played Southampton after they had like 5 games straight defeat.
We're good like that. We're Robin Hood FC. Do you know what I mean?
They drew at Arsenal there. Yeah, they drew at Arsenal.
And they were actually the better side against Arsenal. Weren't Arsenal like celebrating that because they got the draw right at the end? They were celebrating a draw. So it just shows that Fulham were the better team.
I think.
Yeah. Look, we can't take them. We can't take them lightly, man. Even the last time we faced Matisse, do you remember how difficult it was? Like they got that goal from Mount.
From Mason Mount, very late goal, only just about scraped past.
And Fulham probably should have been ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, they're the only team, even after that run, they're the only team that can cling to survival. I think West Brom are basically down 9 points adrift. Sheffield United are already relegated officially. Fulham are 7 points.
They're mathematically still in, but I think if we beat them here, they could be done.
It's a tall order for them. They'll be coming into this game saying we have to win this game or we're down. And that's a similar mentality to what West Brom brought to Stamford Bridge as well.
Bro, do you remember a few seasons ago, Wigan needed like madness, 5 wins of the last 5. They had Man United, Arsenal, Man City. Like they had the crazy lineup, Wigan, and they ended up beating all of them and they stayed on. So I'm not going to put it past some of these teams that are in the relegation battle, man. They become monsters during this time. They fight for their lives. So we can't take it lightly.
I remember when Wigan used to be always in this Premier League, just fighting for survival every year, and they every single year used to be able to just claw their way out of it, and it was just like ridiculous wins against Manchester United with Sean Maloney scoring and stuff like that.
Do you remember Charles Nzogbia?
Yes. And Hugo Rodriguez, is it up front? Was it him?
Yeah. Exactly.
Sean Maloney on the left, Charles Nzogbia on the right. Who was in midfield? I can't even remember. But Ben Watson. Yeah.
Who else did Wigan have? Did Victor Moses play for Wigan as well just before he joined Chelsea?
Who?
Victor Moses.
Victor Moses, yeah, he was at Wigan before he joined Chelsea, yeah. And then before that, he was at Palace, Guys, any mods, make sure you don't delete chats for just giving an opinion. Yeah, I only want people to be kicked out if it's crossing the line. You guys should know what the line is. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start bringing my number of mods down because I don't know what's going on there. Ladies and gentlemen, lateness is greatness, and it really is by definition. Younes is in the building.
I've taken lateness is greatness to a whole new level. A whole new level.
You know what's so funny about this? Younes is usually the first one in here.
I am.
Backstage.
Lateness really is greatness. Hello, guys. Apologies.
Younes' lateness is forever. That's what Younes is thinking about.
I was worried he might not join us.
No, legit. I'll be honest. I overslept. And I was like, yo, I'm not jumping on the stream. I'm gonna have a shower. I'm gonna really freshen up, wake up properly, have something, and I'm here now. So hello.
You know what, Younes? You've been up late as well, man. I'm looking at my Sydney time, like 11 a.m., 12 midday, and I'm like, how's Younes still up? It's like 3 a.m. What are you doing up?
With fasting and all of that, it's best to always get that time to eat in and all that before going to bed. That way, the next day it's not so hard, and that's just the routine now. But because of that, and no, yesterday I woke up really early. I was up at like 8 a.m. And that kind of took a bit out of me, so hence why I'm probably a bit late now. But I'm good.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
The chat wanted answers, but they're happy to see the GOAT in the building. Look at this. Julio Rodallega.
Oh, Roddy Yeager. That's it. The guy with the braids.
Yeah, he's Colombian. Yeah.
Yeah, Colombian brother.
This is why I love the chat, because I don't come here with all my head.
Matisse, remember the goalkeeper Al Habsi?
Yes, Al Habsi. Yes.
Bro, he was a good goalkeeper, man. Al Habsi was good.
This is brilliant. I come on the stream and we're talking about Al Habsi.
Younes is so confused as to why we're talking about Wigan from 2007.
It's all you can eat Wigan.
Oh God! Honestly.
Oh my God!
But yeah, the reason why we're mentioning Wigan, Jimmy Bullard, he was Fulham. He was Fulham.
And I think there might have been Fulham and then Watford. No, not Watford. Hull City.
Yeah, they might have had a great escape. The reason why we're talking about Fulham is because the reason why we're talking about Wigan is because we got Fulham on the weekend, and they're the only team that really is in touch of safety, and they're not even really in touch. Like it's Wigan with the JJB sponsor, spot on. They're 7 points from safety, and they're coming into this game knowing they have to win. And it's the same mentality West Brom brought as well. And we're just saying, because someone with a super chat said that we should rotate heavily. And I understand the logic. We got Real Madrid, and trust me, no one cares more about that Real Madrid game more than me. I haven't slept, and I'm not thinking about Fulham. But
oh my God, neither am I.
We have to beat Fulham. We have to beat Fulham.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I need to double check and see exactly where Fulham were in the table, and I was going to do that, but now I know that helps a lot. But yeah, it's going to be tough because they're no mugs. They're no mugs, and they can show up, especially when their backs are against the wall. I should think that we should be okay. But yeah, my focus, and I hope this isn't the same for the players. My focus is on the semi-final. I'm just thinking about Real Madrid, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I think the entire fan base is, but I feel like if we let up, do you remember that season, Younes, where Wigan needed like madness, 5 wins off the last 5, where they were playing Man United, City, Liverpool. I think we might have even been in there, and they ended up beating all of these big teams right at the end to ensure that they stayed. Yeah, you just know that these teams become a different beast during this time. You know, they're fighting for their lives. So, yeah, I just don't want any slip up moving into the Real Madrid game.
We can't afford that. Really can't. Someone said here, lateness is greatness. First time I'm ever catching the show live. Thanks to Ramadan. It's 5:30 in Chicago now. Wow.
He's taking it to another level. He's taking it to another level. I am dead at 5:30 a.m. mate. It's game over.
Watching this. 5:30 a.m. You hear what?
That's brilliant.
No. There's a possible twist. I hope he hasn't slept and he's still awake and he's just going to sleep the day off because
I think he's just woken up to eat. I reckon just to eat, so he can start fasting.
Everybody put your location in the chat.
That's possible.
What city you're in. Go City, because if you just say America, then that could mean anything. Just go City. I'm gonna go through where everybody, whatever city you're in. I'm gonna put it up on the screen just so I can get for the playback as well. When people come and see this, they're gonna just see loads of cities. They're not gonna have a clue, but I just want to see where everyone's from. Oh crap, we've already got our entries. When StreamYard just takes a while to load. Wow.
Someone wrote Scummy London.
I feel like I just need to
pick up Scummy London.
You need to understand, I'm just a guy in my room with my pajama bottoms on. I'm wearing a top that trying to act like as if I'm presentable. I really haven't even fathomed just where everybody's from. This is incredible. So 6:30 in New York. Wow, man. Wow.
Busy season. Those
wow.
Yeah. 4:30 a.m. in Canada.
Incredible.
Class at 9. He makes his 9 a.m. lectures. He makes his 9 a.m. lectures.
I hope we're helping.
Just shout out to all the Indian brothers and sisters, if there are any out there. And I know you guys are going through a really, really tough time at the moment in India. So do look after yourself. Seriously.
So, Derry. You're far away from me, Callum. That's very far in Ireland there. Scummy London. That's where I'm going back to, Manchester.
Oh, there's people from there's Melbourne, there's Australia. Yeah, there's an Australian brother here. Yeah.
Oh, New Zealand as well.
New Zealand's in the house, my neighbours.
Wow, look at South Africa.
Bro, Saudi Arabia
Derry
is
City.
here.
Derry City again. How can we have 2 brothers from Derry? You brothers better link up. Incredible. Oh my God. You know what? Yeah, the chat has just completely I can't even.
This is amazing.
There's so many entries. I can't even. I'm just gonna put it up on screen. I can't go for everyone. Bristol, Barking, Kenya.
No way someone's from Iceland. Nah, no way someone's from Iceland.
Indonesia. The chat is literally just spazzing out right now. Romford in London, I know that. Kenya again. Nairobi in Kenya. Melbourne.
Algeria. There's an Algerian brother for you.
India. I feel like I'm on the countdown. This is incredible. Cyprus. That's not China. Wow, man, I'm blown away.
Incredible. Leeds. We got someone from Leeds.
Oh, pick up Leeds.
I am Ghana. I'm blown away. That's incredible. Wow.
That's amazing.
I find that amazing. Look, we've got like Botswana, Cape Town, Stockholm, and then Catford. Catford.
Wow.
Lovely.
You got Croydon in the chat. I used to live near Croydon.
But someone's from Mars.
Love that, man. Listen, big up to everybody watching. Yeah, that is incredible.
Perth, Australia, another Australian brother.
Woo! All right, we're gonna get back to the football, but that is incredible, man. Wow, that is incredible. All right, Congo. All right, unbelievable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, where do we go from here? I was just talking to Miz off air. We was talking about these Varane links and Tammy Abraham and Tomori, and I want to start with the two boys that we currently actually have within our system, which is obviously Tomori and Abraham as well. Before we move on, Tomori is an interesting one, right? Because he's obviously at AC Milan. They're haggling over this very reasonable 28 million euros that we've told them that they need to pay to bring him in. And obviously we're linked with Varane, right? So I'm just putting two and two together and I'm thinking to myself, if Tomori comes back, do we really need to sign Varane? And do we need Varane anyway? Or even Sule or any of these other guys that we're linked with, any of these centre-backs? Because if I'm looking at this team, the one thing that did impress me against Real Madrid is that we only conceded one shot on target. They've been keeping clean sheets galore, loads of chemistry in the back line and understanding. When Zuma comes in, there's no problem. Silva, Christensen, Aspi, Rudiger, it's everything's working well. Out of all the issues we have, why on earth are we linked with all these centre-backs? Make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense, Younes.
That's the one issue I've had for a little while now. Since Tomori's gone off to AC Milan and we've been linked with these centre-backs, we've been linked with the possibility of, we're going to sign a striker, but we're also linked with centre-backs. We're going to be signing a centre-back. And the one thing that sat in the back of my head is, why? Like, it's nice if we get a top centre-back, great, but do we need one? I don't know. On top of that, as we've already acknowledged, and I don't know if it's just done for business or not, but we've got Malang Sarr that's coming back from loan, and he won't be staying in Porto. He will be coming back, so that's another option. If we get another centre back, flipping out, we're gonna have a team full of centre backs. It baffles me a little bit. And if Tomori comes back, it's flooded. It's flooded. So we definitely don't need, especially if Tomori does come back. If he comes back, great. He just swipes right back into the team.
Ampadu, Gihi.
Oh my god! Yeah, forgot those.
So someone has said here, if we switch to a back four, then some of the others are not as capable. I first of all,
that makes it worse for the centre backs.
Yeah, because there's less positions. I also don't get why we would switch formation when we're playing so well in this formation. Right now, all we need is a gunman up front, a clinical shooter, and then suddenly we don't need anything else in this current formation. I think everything else has been working fine. I think the players like Chilwell are starting to understand their role, so why change it up? And no one knows how to quite deal with us at the moment. No one's figured it out, so I don't know why we would change it. But my main thing is with Varane is that I know everybody's talking about wanting a world-class centre-back to replace Thiago Silva, who'll probably leave at the end of next season. He should get a new contract this season. And you're looking for someone long-term. Cool. I understand that. But that means for me, they need to be a leader. And Varane doesn't strike me as a leader. He strikes me as Sergio Ramos' right-hand man. He's a very good right-hand man. He's a great right-hand man. Very good technically, but he's not a leader. So
he's a backup. He's a backup dancer.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a
sous chef. He's a sous chef.
But I want the head chef, Miz.
He's a sideman.
Because you see this menu, we've ordered, and we deserve the very best. And I want the head chef on the meal. I don't want the sous chef. I don't want the cleaner. I don't want the waitress. I want the head chef on this meal. And the head chef
depends if the waitress is good looking. Though,
You know who's the head chef? You know who's the head chef? If this team get dumped out the Champions League by Man City, this is the head chef.
Marquinhos, the brother.
Yeah.
I've always asked for Marquinhos, man. I don't know all these rumors, but I think this might be a target that's way too difficult to get.
Very difficult.
Probably, yeah.
He's too much of a head chef. You know, it's like
He's too much of a head chef.
It's like trying to get Gordon Ramsay on your team. Like, it's not happening.
He's his own team.
Him and Thiago Silva bumping chests when they defended that play together this season. Holy shit, man! God, that gave me goosebumps. That did. It was just like, I was like, calm down. Jeez, he's gonna break him. He's so small.
I think for me, Marquinhos is probably top 3 defenders in the world right now. Like, he's top caliber, man. Top caliber.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know what, boys? I got to say, though, I don't understand why we are going for CBs, as you guys have said. For me, we just need one player, and that's a striker, because we need someone that can bang in 20 goals next season. I don't think we have a striker that can bang in 20 goals yet. Look, if all of a sudden Timo Werner starts putting away all of these chances, then he easily gets the 20 goals. But I don't know whether he can just, snap of a finger, just change all of that. We just need a striker. We're okay with the centre-backs. Christensen, just yesterday, saying that he wants to be here long time, all his life. He just wants a long-term contract here. Thiago Silva is possibly getting another contract extension, maybe another year after that as well. We've still got Rudiger. Rudiger is a player that we don't talk enough about, man. I want Rudiger to stay. His contract is running out, man. So we need to sign him out.
They'll give him a new deal. Sure.
You know what the issue is, Younes? That apparently, and this is what I had Adam Newson the other day from Football London, he was saying something very interesting. He said that because you've got the Euros straight after the normal league season, he's literally got 1 month time until the next season starts, and then really it's just the power's not with Chelsea anymore. It's with Rudiger because he's on his last season. So Chelsea's got to try and sign him up within that 1 month after the Euros. Yeah. And if Rudiger tries to play the game and say, either give me heaps of wages or I'm going to get more offers, this, that, we could potentially have this player leave on a free. Do you know what I mean? I hate that.
I don't think they want him to go on a free, and I think that's the only reason maybe why we're linked with centre-backs is if we have to replace Rudiger. That might be why. Yeah. Mark Gay is very talented. I've got a lot of faith in his potential, but to just throw him into the starting 11, like Mason Mount, like we did with Mason, it's maybe not necessary. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't have a transfer ban. Ampadu, listen, he just got relegated with Sheffield United. I'd like to see him in the squad, but even that is maybe a bit of a push at this point. He might get another loan. I don't know what's going to happen with him. And Malong Sarr, I don't know if he was even a consistent starter at Porto. I haven't been.
Nah, he wasn't.
No.
The thing about Malong Sarr, Matisse, the thing about Malong Sarr, I had this guy who covers a lot of Portuguese. Anyway, I asked him, what's the status of Malong Sarr? Like, is Porto going to keep him? He's a massive Porto fan. They don't like him one bit over there, man. He's not. He's not what it seems. Yeah, no, they don't. And he hasn't been featuring for Sergio Conceição either. So, and he was saying that.
Featuring for us, then.
Yeah, exactly. And he was adamant that he's gonna go. Like, we're gonna let him go. He's not gonna stay at Porto.
Yeah. Listen, so, I think it was quite obvious that was a profit. That one. That's just to. He's getting some profit on that just gets some profit on the books. You sell him for 15 million, and you keep it moving. This super chat here says, I know it's off topic, Matt, but you did a great job defending Captain America on London Carnage. I don't know how on earth Lee is comparing him to Pepe. For me, I've said this many times. What? You know how it goes on the TL, right? The Pepe and Pulisic comparisons, and somehow Bergwijn got dragged in, but they've surrendered.
Oh my god!
Oh my days! What a madness!
Spurs don't have a conversation in this.
The reason why I have to defend Pulisic from mandem like Pepe so heavily is because I know Pulisic's potential. Has he been inconsistent in his career? 100%. But why? There's reasons to it. Why is that? Because he's injury prone. He's always injured. Yeah. So if you're constantly coming back from injury, then you're constantly having to regain your form or restart from zero again. You don't get to build up any momentum. But I think it's very telling when a player performs against Real Madrid in the semi-finals, performs against Manchester City at home last season, performs in the cup final against Arsenal before going off injured, performs at Anfield last season in the 4-3 defeat. If you're performing at the highest level, but you can't do it consistently, that tells me that you're probably very talented. You just need to fix a few issues like your injuries and whatnot, and the fact maybe you're a bit young and whatever.
Yeah.
Pepe, you think I'm gonna allow a man them like Pepe, who every Thursday night we keep hearing about his name because he's done something against what, Microsoft Excel? I'm not interested. Absolutely not. Not around here. It's not gonna run. I'm sorry. It's not gonna run.
Oh my days.
Microsoft Excel, bro.
I know he didn't put in the high numbers at Dortmund that Sancho's putting in. And listen, I love Sancho. Everybody knows that. So the Sancho thing is just funny. But Pulisic at Dortmund sometimes played right mid in a 3-4-3 as well. He wasn't always the guy that his role wasn't always to get goals. He was very much a dribbler and to have cutbacks. Do you know what I'm saying? He was like 17, 18, 19. Do you know what I mean? It's no shame that he wasn't smashing in goals. So all I'm saying is that this is a very high potential player, but he has to stay clear of injuries. As we saw against Real Madrid, the composure in high pressure mode, he could have easily just smashed that on Courtois' head, but he took the time to take it round him, to make him look like Victor Valdez in 2012, really make him grovel, grovel.
He made a good decision. Yeah.
He's crawling like this. I loved it. Every little moment. Courtois' face just slowly just depreciating into just sadness. It was beautiful. And then just putting it in between the two defenders, beautiful shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just quickly as well, the Pepe thing, I don't even think you can even compare him with Zaha. And Zaha's even less of a winger than, like Pulisic is one of the top ones. Like Zaha, I don't really think too much about. And you can't even compare Pepe with Zaha. So I'm not really sure what people are talking about here.
You know what it is? It's Arsenal fans. Again, no disrespect to them. If I was in their situation, I'd do the same. But it's them reaching to try and have something to keep up with the big boys. Now it's as simple as that, right? Look, here's the deal. With
it's Pepe, embarrassing, bro.
With Pepe, everyone's forgotten that he cost 70 million, and everyone was waiting months for him to actually do something. To the point where Arsenal fans themselves were saying, "Oh, we've been conned. We've been conned." And now he's managed to score a couple of goals against Microsoft Excel, as Matisse said, and he's managed to show a little bit of form. He can compete with Pulisic. Like, no, not yet. And you know what? Now a big game is actually coming up for Arsenal. That's coming tonight against Good Evening.
Villarreal. Apparently they're in bad form, Younes. Apparently they're in bad form.
But it's a Europa League semi-final. We'll see what Pepe does on that stage. It's all another
good.
Level.
It's all good, stat padding on Coronation Street night, but now it's a big night tonight. Do you know what I'm saying? It's Villarreal. It's good evening. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good evening for Pepe, because if it's a bad evening, you're going to hear about it. I'm telling you.
I so badly want Villarreal to win, man. I so badly want.
If Emery knocks Arsenal out, I am going to have a field day.
That would be. I don't have words. I don't have words.
It is going to be glorious.
That's poetic.
Listen, my point is very clear. Pulisic was cheaper, he's younger, and he's done more in his career. End of discussion. Moving on. And he's won more trophies, so suck it. I'm loving life. Moving on. Tammy Abraham. 40 million pound links to various clubs. By the way, he's worth that. For everybody who wants to disrespect, he is worth that. If Ollie Watkins can cost 28 million and never played Premier League football in his life, if Solanke can cost 20 million and barely even got out of Liverpool's reserves, who else is there? There's someone else. Oh yeah, Brewster, that brother who always flings his medals around. He uses them as a I don't even know. He just running around his living room with Champions League medals that he didn't even fucking play a minute. If he cost 20 million, then you bet your ass Abraham, Premier League experience, 15 non-penalty goals, England caps, is going to be worth 40 in this game.
He is. So,
Marina, you need to squeeze everything out of that, brother. Guess all the cash. I need it. I have to ask though, Younes, starting with you. Do you feel like, first of all, do you feel like we're going to regret the decision in the future? And secondly, are you okay with selling him as well right now?
No and yes. So, are we going to regret it? No, I don't think so. I do think that there's potential he'll go off to another club of that level. If we're looking, well, it depends where he goes, to be honest. Leicester now have broken into the mix of top 4 Champions League level caliber sort of teams. Yeah. So if Tammy goes there, maybe the system will help him. Maybe he will thrive there. But if he goes off to an Aston Villa, for example, or he goes off to an Everton or somewhere there, I think
Arsenal, Younes.
We can afford to let him go to Arsenal and not worry, like at this point, because
Arsenal are a mid-table team right now, so that very much fits within who we're looking to sell them to. Aston Villa, Arsenal, those kind of things.
That would be funny. But
it's not a piss take. This is just facts at this point.
It's facts.
I mean, I'm deadly serious. Burnley were in the Europa League. Arsenal in the Europa League now. It's great. They're in mid-table, and they may not even qualify for Europa League this season if they don't win it. It's like if they don't win
they won't play European football.
This is it.
Standard.
This is where we are.
And I don't think they will win Europa League, to be honest.
Currently, their fans are doing they're putting Beyonce on playback to try and convince their Spotify owner to come and buy them. It's beautiful shit.
And get as many plays as possible. Fund the deal themselves. That's fan ownership. That's fan ownership.
The stream's gonna go up. The streaming, like the numbers are gonna fly through the roof this week. Fly through the roof.
But if he went off to like an Aston Villa or wherever, I feel like he could thrive because that level is a level where he would be one of the main men and he would have a starting spot week in, week out. And there's a bit less pressure than there is at Chelsea, for example, where the concurrence is high. So, no, I don't think we'd regret it. I'd wish him luck and I hope he does well. And I think he will do well. And in relation to, what was your second question?
Well, will you regret him and are you okay with leaving him now?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And in regards to the fee, I hope Marina squeezes as much as she can from that, and I'm sure she will. Like 40 million. Don't be surprised if we hear a deal of 45 or somewhere around that margin because we're just that good at negotiating. So, I reckon letting him go now would be best for him, best for us, and getting that much money is perfect. I reckon.
What about you, Miz? How do you feel about Tammy Abraham? Because Giroud's going.
Yeah, I mean. A lot of people look at me and they think I'm anti-Tammy Abraham. I'm not anti-Tammy Abraham at all. I think we need to understand that Thomas Tuchel doesn't fancy this brother. That's the truth. Don't hate me. Hate Thomas Tuchel. He doesn't fancy.
Make the girl fancy you.
Yeah, exactly. He does not fancy Tammy Abraham one bit. So from that perspective, he needs to go. So I'm not going to be unhappy if he goes. Your question, will I regret it? I don't know. I don't think so because I remember when we had players like KDB, and I'm pretty sure you guys would agree as well. You guys could at least see the inner talent in KDB, the way he used to pass back when he got the little opportunities with us. You could tell there was a nice, good player there. Even with Salah, his days in Basel, do you know what I mean? And then him moving into Chelsea, you could see that this brother, if we're patient, then we can get something. Tammy is a great player. Don't get me wrong, man. He's a finisher. He's a top scorer for us last season, top scorer this season. But boys, there's something that I just don't. I can't feel it. Do you know? I don't know. You know what I mean, Younes? I can't get where you're coming from. I can't. Yeah, like Matisse, you know it, bro. You've said it many times as well. Like I can't put a word what it is, but I feel like he's forever a second choice. He cannot be the number one Chelsea striker. Now, can he be number one 4 or 5 years later? Maybe, but it's a big maybe. But the way we operate, that if this brother becomes a superstar in 4 or 5 years, how much? 100 million? 150 million? We'll buy you back. We'll buy you back.
Like
we are a club.
As much as I try to put respect on Tammy's name on this channel, I don't like the comparisons with Lukaku because it's just night and day. Like Lukaku was banging them in at West Brom, was banging them in at Everton. Like, banging them in. I'm talking banging
Matisse, he was prolific.
As hell, right?
He was, do you know what I mean, strong. Like, Tammy never gives me that.
He was filled out a bit more. Like, you know, Lukaku for his age was just not normal. He was playing under 15s and they all looked like they were 9 years old. Like, it really wasn't fair. Do you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't fair. Tammy hasn't filled out like that. Now, he's obviously very tall as well. So whether he's going to be able to fill out a bit more, I don't know, because his height is you know what I mean, it's very difficult. People know that if you're that, Dammy will know. Dammy's 6'5". If you're that tall, you tend to be quite lanky. Do you know what I mean? Love you, Dammy, but it's true. You know, you're lanky. So, you know, 6'5", you tend to be quite lanky. So whether he's going to be able to fill out, I don't know. But I don't get that vibe. I just, it's one of those things where if you're going to get rid of him, the only way we're, you know, not going to regret is if we replace him properly, which is what we don't tend to do. The reason why everyone regrets Diego Costa so much is not because he didn't want to leave and he wasn't trying to engineer a move to China mid-season when we were trying to win the league. No one wants to talk about that. That's what happened with Costa. The reason why we regret it is because a certain Morata came through the door and didn't deliver the goods. If we had signed a proper striker, no one would have any problems.
Yep.
So you have to, if you replace them properly, no one will. Football is a fickle, fast-moving game. No one cares. No one will care.
Yeah.
Even in September, no one will care.
They'll care in the moment and then they'll forget.
Yeah, you'll forget. Yeah. If you bring in Haaland, everyone will forget. If you bring in Lukaku,
tell me who?
Forget. Yeah, literally. I know Younes was having a discussion on his channel about Harry Kane. How did that go down? Because that's incredibly unrealistic. Harry Kane to Chelsea is like
very
0.00001%.
But boys, how can we make it realistic? How can we make it realistic?
I don't know.
I'm being serious.
Probably tie Daniel Levy up and put him in the back of a van.
hey, we can organise that.
The mafia, man.
We are Chelsea. We are Chelsea, yeah? There are certain affiliations within our fan base that can make that happen.
Because let's be honest, Harry Kane.
Do you remember how difficult it was to get Modric from them?
Oh yeah, I get it, but I just feel like
times have not changed.
I saw your big six, and I remember how you and Tobes, you guys were getting at each other, and Tobes was just, we don't do business with Chelsea, and I just couldn't understand it, boys. Why not do business with us? What is it? We got the money. You want money, right?
Just
but
they hate the money. Tottenham and Chelsea fans hate each other. We literally sing, "We hate Tottenham," which I don't agree with.
I hate that.
They sing, "We hate Tottenham" as the liquidators play, as the players are coming out. Our players come out to "We hate Tottenham," not to Chelsea, not to us cheering them on. They come out to us reminding them how much we hate Tottenham. That's how much this club hates Tottenham.
So no money can buy that. No money can buy that,
bro. I think if Daniel Levy sold Harry Kane to Chelsea, the money that he sold him for, he would spend in repairs on that stadium because it would be burnt to the ground. So you wouldn't even profit from the situation. The money that you recouped from selling Harry Kane to Chelsea, you would sooner lose straight away in construction fees. And also, I don't even think Harry Kane. We've seen just how loyal Harry Kane is to Tottenham. Because
he'd join us. Matisse, he'll join us. He would join us. He would join Chelsea. He would join us, bro.
He's desperate. He's desperate. He's even spoken on Sky Sports just a couple of days ago, and he was talking about how much he wants to win trophies as a team and all that. Mate, he's at that stage in his career now where if you guarantee him silverware, he is going to do it. I
think he'd go anywhere outside of Chelsea and Arsenal, but those two clubs I don't think he'd go to. He loves Tottenham fans too much.
Why would you go to Man United? Let's just say, why would you go to Man United? Why play for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? It's so strange. None of that. Yeah, maybe Pep. Pep's a fantastic.
Maybe. If Pep comes in, he's gone. Let's just keep it up.
But then where does Haaland go? Then we should just sign Haaland, man. We should just sign Haaland.
No, this is the thing.
That's who we should get.
We should still go for Haaland. I reckon that should be the number one priority. But there's always a chance that deal could not happen. And if it doesn't, turning to Harry Kane wouldn't be bad at all. But
I think we should do?
What?
I think we should win the Champions League. Because if we do that, everybody will want to come to us.
Exactly.
That's in our hands. And that's in our hands. Honestly, like, if imagine we rock up to like to Harry Kane's agent and we're just like, yeah, it's Chelsea on the phone. You've just seen what we've done. Make it happen.
We'll even give him a medal. We'll even give him a medal.
Daniel Levy's problem is only that he's scared of the fan base reaction. If he wasn't scared of the fan base reaction, he would sanction the deal immediately because he knows there's going to be big money coming his way. And even so, he would still be tempted, I'm sure. But the problem is the fan base. And he's already hated. So, you know.
But Younes, what if they get like 5 good players out of that money? Like, would they still be mad that Kane was sold to Chelsea? Why do they care so much that
they've done that? They've done that already. Remember when they sold Gareth Bale for that much money, and then they decided to go and spend on 5 players or something, and it just flopped.
Imagine if we sold.
They got bad players.
This is the equivalent. Imagine we sold Mason Mount to
Tottenham.
To Tottenham. Imagine we sold Mason
Tottenham
Mount.
Was it?
Imagine we sold Mason Mount to Man United. How would you feel?
But you know what, Matisse? I can't imagine that because we're not at Tottenham. No. But here's the thing. Here's my argument, right? We're not at Tottenham's level, Matisse. We're not a club that needs to sell. So I cannot imagine like that. Yeah, like I can't imagine. Had I been a fan of a club that needs to turn the players over so they can generate money and buy more players, I wouldn't care so much, boys. I don't know. Like, Younes, question to you now, since Batiste has thrown a really good one at me. Had you been like a mid-table clubs fan, would you care where your...
Arsenal then, not Tottenham.
Yeah.
Go on.
Either.
Same
Would you care if your superstar is moving to a rival, knowing that you're going to get big money to rehaul your club?
I'd be unhappy. But I'd understand it because we're just not on the level that's required for him to compete for trophies when he is desperate for trophies and knows he can get trophies, but he's sticking around with us where he's not going to get it and he's getting frustrated because he knows his level is high. I'd understand it. It's like, this is why I don't get the whole Van Persie to United hate that Arsenal fans have. Like, he went off to United because he wasn't winning anything at Arsenal. It's as simple as that. And his time was running out and he moved, and fair play to him. Anyone else, I think, would have done the same. And if they don't, they're putting loyalty ahead of what is possible in their own careers. And I respect that. But that's a sacrifice you're going to be willing to make. And if you don't,
Younes,
I get it.
Pretty much everyone that's left Arsenal ended up getting silverware. Pretty much everyone that left. So, exactly. And these were all good players that left as well. Like very, very good players that ended up leaving. Robin Van Persie, Cesc Fabregas. I'm even sure Sami Nasri won a few things at City, didn't he? I'm pretty sure Sami Nasri won.
Oh, Nasri's hated, despised by Arsenal fans. Yeah. Oh my God! If he sets foot in North London, he's not making it out. I don't think.
Someone said that we should bring Brozier back and give Havertz and Werner another run under Tuchel.
Oh man, none of these Brozier, man. Like, please, fan base needs to just forget all these, please. Yeah, can we not talk about all like spoons, fork and knife and all of it? Like, these brothers are not going to play for us. I'm telling you, they're not going to play for us.
You know what I'm saying? Baguettes and spoons and forks and I want to win stuff. Yeah. You know?
And we're so close.
We need to win something this season because we're in the final now.
We're close now, man.
I'm not taking any... Champions League is the dream, obviously, but I'm not taking no excuses in the FA Cup. I don't care if it's Leicester. We need to beat them. We need to beat them.
That's to be in the bag. That has to be in the bag.
That should be secured the package, as Michael Dapper says. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just waiting for the celebration. I'm already picturing a win there. I'm just waiting for the celebration. That's it. Like, fast forward it.
Oh, Kane can still stay in London. Tottenham desperately need 100 mil. We can give. They do now after sacking Mourinho and getting dumped out of the Super League.
They've been conned. They've been absolutely scammed. Tottenham.
By the way, boys, did you see what Mourinho did on Instagram this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, this morning?
This morning.
Hang on, no, I haven't.
Someone just put.
Have a look, bro. Have a look.
To this chat.
You're about to get a live reaction of Mourinho's Instagram. This is what this show's turned to.
Anyone would take 100 million for a player who wants to leave and give Chelsea transfer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jose is back. The real Jose is back. He's returned.
Listen,
bro. He only ever loved us, bro. He only ever loved us.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, Levi Jeans definitely needs money, but listen,
Levi Jeans.
it doesn't mean suddenly he's gonna pop. I think it's gonna take more than 100 million, by the way, Mohammed. But I like your thinking. There's a certain Adebayor that can hopefully whisper into the Harry Kane's ear and tell him what's what. We sold Matter to United, who was better than Mount. He was, but that was under Jose Mourinho. We know Jose Mourinho there did a madness. He didn't really take a shine to Matter, and he decided that he would sell him and move forward with Oscar. And that was a great idea, wasn't it? Back-to-back player of the year. But we know what Mourinho's like. He doesn't like his traditional number 10s. Mourinho would have absolutely loved Mason Mount. He would have absolutely loved Mason Mount is everything Mourinho wanted Oscar to be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Because Oscar
workhorse.
Work rate.
People love to talk about Oscar, but Oscar was very inconsistent. That Mason Mount's trajectory, the way he's looking, that's what Mourinho wanted. He wanted that to. Oh God! Have you seen the way Mason Mount dribbles now?
Yeah, against Real Madrid.
It's bad. And this is why I've been saying he's not in that aspect. And this is why I've been saying since Tuchel's come in, Mason Mount's it's gone to another level. He's just developed even further. Like
his half turns.
It's mad.
Mason Mount's dribbling. Don't ever compare him to Lampard again. They're clearly not the same. They're not the same player.
They're not.
His dribbling is ridiculous, bro.
He was twining up man in Madrid like it was nothing.
Really coming a long way now. Really is.
Tell me one thing, boys. At a Cruz, Modric midfield that they had and our midfield, didn't Mount just rise above everyone and just take over that particular game? For me, he was number one.
Our whole midfield. Like,
Kante, Jorginho,
big up Jorginho, Kante, Mount.
Jorginho's passing into the half spaces. Oh my goodness gracious!
Fantastic.
Yeah. You know where
the way to break the press,
brings it in and then round the corner and then just little Kante's just running along. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. Like Kante would take up these positions right where he was just behind like a Kroos or Modric, so just behind them, just hovering because he knows he can catch them if we lose possession. He would just take up these little spaces behind them. And then we'd be building up through Aspilicueta, Christensen, Jorginho. Everything's going fine. And then suddenly, ball comes in Jorginho and he just, first time, bang, round the corner. And next thing you know, it's just little Kante, just like this. Just round. It's beautiful. And then you got all this space and it's just, we need more of that. We need more of that in the second leg.
You know what, boys? I just can't wait for the day where the entire fan base can appreciate what Jorginho does. I'm talking about the entire fan base. Because yesterday I saw some.
Not gonna happen.
You know what, boys? I saw some mad tweets. I saw some mad. Yeah, you know what? I saw some mad tweets yesterday. Not from people I follow, but people I follow that started liking all these other ones. And there was one brother saying that I don't want us to win the Champions League because I don't want Jorginho to lift that.
Yeah, that's. I'll read that and I'll just be like.
But Miz, do you remember? Do you remember last season? Do you remember at the end of last season where everybody was getting onto Jorginho and we don't need him and he's slow and he's shit and he's this and he's that, and I kept saying in that group chat and I was like, you need to respect Jorginho. You need to respect him.
I'm not gonna lie. I was one of them that wanted him gone last season purely because he didn't fit Frank Lampard's style. So I was more looking from Frank's perspective, but I never disrespected him as. I always knew he was a good player. He's a good player, but I just knew that he wasn't fitting Frank's philosophy. So from that perspective, I completely get why some people didn't want him last season because it was counterproductive from Frank's side. But we don't have Frank anymore. Do you know what I mean? Tuchel's here and he's using him the right way, and he looks like $1 million again. Do you know what I mean? He looks the goods.
And I said this before. If a DM that we sign can't do what he does, I'm going to be
that was a mad tweet.
Very angry because you can't have someone who plays the game like that in that position on the ball and can put you into dangerous positions, put Kante and Kovac into dangerous positions with the passing like that and take control of midfields like that. And then just bring in someone who's the complete say you just brought in like an Ndidi now. Like what the hell? Do you know what I'm saying? Like it would just be like what the hell? It would just be a complete complete switch. It has to be someone who can do both sides of the game. So it's not easy to find that.
Matisse, would you be happy, or not happy, would you be okay if Chelsea didn't sign a DM this summer?
I think I feel like we need the option, because I feel like Gilmour right now under Tuchel's not getting the minutes. So I don't know it depends what he does with Gilmour. In my ideal world, you'd loan Gilmour out to a club who play good football, where he can develop his game. I mean, obviously you can do the Foden route as well, but I'm just thinking on a numbers game. We've got so many players, and you'd bring in, doesn't necessarily need to be expensive. You just bring in a different type of midfielder, because we still don't have a sitting midfielder in the squad. Say we're winning a game 1-0 and we need to bring someone on, like we had Mikel. We could bring Mikel.
Yeah, Mikel. I was going to say Mikel.
Yeah, someone like that. Say you're changing formation, you want to play 4-3-3 for this one game. You don't have a lone DM. So I still want us to buy a lone DM, because we don't have one. And I feel like if you need that option in your squad for the season. But yeah, I feel like if we figure out what we're doing with Gilmour, it'll be a lot easier to make decisions. And obviously, people like Gallagher coming back and all that. There's just so much going on. I don't think.
Bro, you know who I like a lot? I want to know what your thoughts are. Calvin Phillips from Leeds, bro. That guy's good, man. He's good with the ball.
He's good.
I like him, man. I watch a lot of Leeds games, man, because I like them. And he plays really well, man. He's so balanced headed, and his passing ability is fantastic. His tackling ability is fantastic. And to understand the way Bielsa plays, that high tempo, high running, that's brilliant, man. He presses well as well.
Yeah.
You know, if we sent Gilmour off to Leeds, I think that could send his game to another level, just in terms of his individual development in that sort of system, fast passing, fast movement, like intensity. Yeah. If he was to boss that and then come back to Chelsea, mate, we could have another Iniesta.
My ideal situation is Gilmour replaces Jorginho.
Yeah.
Becomes that guy. I think we can literally do exactly what Jorginho does in the future. But my problem is that Gilmour hasn't been getting the minutes under Tuchel for that to happen next season. And I think it will be too soon. So maybe the season after Jorginho hits 30, you want to cash in, and then you can bring in Gilmour, who's had a season in the Premier League, had a good season, hopefully. It's a nice little turnover. You know what I mean? It will be a good transition.
Perfect.
But yeah, for me, I keep saying this. I don't like midfielders who give the ball away. You know, this is why, you know, people say you're very harsh on Kante. I love Kante. I love the way he wins the ball. He was man the match the other day. He got man the match. Yeah. But if you give the ball away, I'm never going to forget it. You know what I mean? It's just in my nature. Unless you're an attacking midfielder, because obviously you're obviously going to give the ball away. You're trying risky passes. But if you're a deeper midfielder, I need you to have ball retention. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just
that's the thing.
Imagine if Mikel gave the ball away, bro.
Mikel kept the ball so well. This is what I'm talking about. To have both sides. Mikel in that Champions League final. If you go and watch Mikel's performance,
too good.
Shit.
And no one, you know what? Now we look back, now we get it. But back then, no one mentioned Mikel. No one mentioned Mikel. It was like he wasn't on the pitch.
True.
It's true.
It was just, Mikel, he passed a few times and nice. Okay. That was so underrated.
Do you know why though? Because we had Ballack, we had Lampard, and we had Makelele, and we had Essien, and Mikel was just like, he just does the simple stuff. But if you actually go on, it's the Champions League final performance for me that did it. If you watch Mikel in that game, he was just so good, man. He was press resistant. He kept the ball.
Simple. He was
strong.
Bro.
He won his duels. Everything. He was the complete holding midfielder in that game. That's why I don't just want any holding midfielder. Like Ndidi, great at win. You know what I mean? But on possession, not quite good enough for me. You need someone who can do both, because we are a possession-based team. If we was under Conte, then bring in Ndidi. No, we're not going to have the ball anyway. It's suffer ball. Yeah. We're playing counter-attack. If we're going to it's counter-attack. So, but if you're playing under a progressive, and I still believe Tuchel is progressive, even though we're seeing, pragmatic stuff right now because he can't trust his strikers to finish. I think if he had a gunman up front, he'd play more expansive and more attacking. If you've got Neymar and Mbappe, it's a different ball game to having a misfire in Werner. So if he had the attackers, you would see he is still a progressive manager, in my opinion. Most German managers are. So you're going to want possession. Even that Real Madrid game, we went toe-to-toe with them possession, despite coming up against some of the best midfielders the game's ever seen in the last decade. So we want to have the ball. So you have to have people that are comfortable on the ball. Yeah. Pep has people that are comfortable on the ball. He wouldn't have someone in his team that just kept giving the ball away, because ball retention is a way of not conceding goals. If you have possession, you can't concede. They use possession as a means to keep it to defending. That season under Sarri, where we didn't concede that many open play goals in comparison to the Lampard season and the season after.
We kept the ball. We kept
the ball.
Yeah.
We kept the ball. People think keeping the ball is always about, sideways passing. It's always why are you not going forward? Why are we not getting goals? We're defending right now. We're recharging the batteries.
You have the ball, they can't do a thing. Yeah. Simple as that. Yeah.
If we're winning 1-0, because you know what I find so funny, Miz? If we're winning a game 1-0 and it's Conte, and this is no disrespect to Conte because he's a great manager, he's about to win the league with Inter and he's won great things. But the perception is very strange to me. If you're 1-0 up and you don't have the ball and you're defending in a deep block, everyone's like, this is a masterclass. This is a great performance.
Yeah.
You're defending. You're in a structure. They're not getting through us. This is the old proper Chelsea. But if you have the ball and you're 1-0 up and you're just keeping it, you're still defending. But nobody looks at it.
It's not a masterclass.
It's not a masterclass anymore. It's boring. It's sideways. We only won 1-0. If you have the ball, you're still defending sometimes. You're just using it as a different means of defending.
It's a way of time wasting and just making sure nothing happens.
Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get that logic.
Look at the way we played Porto. The first leg, we were 1-0 up, and then in the second half, Porto was really pressing us, but we knew how to play the ball and keep the ball. And this is what I like about Tuchel. He does not play negative football. He's not anti-footballist. Do you know what I mean? He never ever plays negative football. And it ends up rewarding us at times, in the Porto game where we ended up getting the second goal. And even against Real Madrid, man, did we ever look like we were in trouble? Did we ever look like we were in trouble?
That's the thing. No,
not really.
We came out of that game more disappointed that we didn't score more.
That we didn't win. Yeah.
That we didn't go there. That we didn't actually get more goals. But we weren't threatened. And now going into the second leg, Real Madrid have to come at us. I mean, it might just be a case of trying to keep the ball for 90 minutes.
Yeah. Literally, I'm pretty sure we're going to beat them 1-0 or 2-0.
Yeah.
Reece James, corner flag, first half.
That's it. There. Just stand there.
Honestly,
no one's getting through.
Honestly, the best thing we can do in that game is score first. Simple.
That would be. Oh my god.
We have to go into that. As far as I'm concerned, you go into that game like it's 0-0 and you need to score. It's as far as you need to approach that game the same way we approached the first leg, because 1-1 is not even that much of an advantage to me anymore. It's just literally we have an away goal. We've only got one. They're more than capable of getting one away goal. So you just have to play the game.
Now you know what, Matisse? I say we get a clean sheet, bro. I seriously think, we're getting a clean sheet, bro. We're gonna get a goal.
Miz is so confident. I am so nervous.
I'm bricking it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bricking it. I'm confident. I'm confident in the fact that we can get the job done, but I'm bricking it, man. It's a second leg semi-final. We're so close. We're so close, man.
The thing is, boys, I did not see enough from them to scare me. Like they did not open us up.
It's gonna be a different game now. Mendy's gonna be back. Sergio Ramos is gonna be back. Hazard is gonna be fitter.
I read Carvajal is out.
I don't know.
Yeah, he could be. He was substituted, wasn't he? He was cramped up.
He's not going to be a difference maker in my opinion. Nah. They've got someone else to bring in. The game will be different. Remember Miz as well. They mirrored our formation, which was probably a mistake on their part.
Do you reckon they'll mirror again?
Huh?
Do you reckon they'll mirror again?
No, I think Zidane will have to learn from that and play to his strengths. Why would you mirror our formation that we've been playing for months and you have not been playing it, and then you try and copy us? You're always going to come out second rate. Like
no, sorry. Do you know Tuchel mentioned this after the game, and I was surprised. Apparently, Chelsea were going to line up in a 4-3-3.
Oh no, and Chelsea were preparing for a 4-3-3.
Oh yeah. So then he'd seen the lineups and seen what Real Madrid had gone with, and then made a last-minute decision with the team, a discussion to change it to how we actually did set up.
So Real Madrid thought we were going to go with a 4-3-3 because we thought they were going to go with a 4-3-3. They changed to a 3 at the back, and then we changed ours back.
So what I read was we were always keeping our 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3, whatever. But we expected them to play 4-3-3, and then when Tuchel saw that they're doing the same thing as us, he then told some of the boys that because the plan was to mark, it was you
Different
mark
zones,
him,
yeah.
you mark them,
Yeah.
and now it's 3-4-3. So he had to tell a few players that, okay, you focus on that person, you focus on that one. So look, I think if they play with a 4-3-3, I reckon they're gonna get done, because we'll open them up. We'll open them up in the flanks.
Yeah.
We'll open
I
them
would be
up in the
surprised
flanks.
if they did that with Sergio Ramos back. I think maybe he played with an extra centre back with Sergio Ramos out just to give himself more cover. I think it was Sergio Ramos coming back, he'll go back to a back four. But I do think it'll be a different game. Mendy, that left back, is different. I know Marcelo is a legend of the game, but Mendy is a different kettle of fish now. He starts for them for a reason, and he is a problem. Let me go through some super chats. Would you take Aguero? Great show, guys. For me personally, I'll take Aguero, but he would have to be replacing Giroud. And to be honest, the more I see Man City play without Aguero, the less I want Aguero, because Aguero is just less and less involved. It looks like he's not even kind of important to them. So then I'm thinking to myself, how could he be kind of important for us when
He should go to MLS, bro.
Yeah,
he should go to MLS. Finish up, man.
He might be going to
MLS.
Barca. I heard he's going to Barcelona.
Yeah, is he? Yeah,
Really?
he could be going to Barca. For
Apparently.
me, look, I get the attraction to Aguero, but it's once again like Falcao, like Pato, a brother that we should have signed way before his time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we should have signed Aguero when he was available for 32 million from Atletico Madrid. We should have signed Falcao when he was at Atletico Madrid or Porto, and we should have signed freaking Pato when he was playing with Ronaldo and trying to decide which part of the dressing room we want to be on, the drinks or the godly side, the church side. Either you go with Ronaldo or you go with Kaká.
Bro, what a choice, huh? What a choice.
Judging by his career, he made the wrong decision. To be honest, I won't be mad if we don't sign a striker. I don't think there's enough goals in this team if everyone is performing. Oh, you think there is enough goals in this team if everyone is performing like we know they can? That's from Michael. I hear you, but I'm not a brother that likes to take risks, innit? I grew up with a time where we had Drogba and Anelka. Not neither, not none. Do you know what I mean? We don't even have one gunman. I'm used to having two. So you ain't going to convince me to have none. Do you know what I mean?
Even Solomon Kalou was a better finisher, bro. Come on.
Oh, Kalou, another underrated brother.
Bro, Solomon Kalou is a better finisher than all of our brothers in the squad.
Kalou.
Yeah, bro.
He was the happy
Kalou would be
superstar,
starting.
Always come on and does a job.
I'm sorry, but the striker is the main priority. You're not going to convince me we don't need one. Yeah. Even if they do turn it up a notch, that's fantastic. But I need someone, a number 9, where I can look on transfer market and see their seasons prior and see goals. And by the way, goals like Lukaku, who, you know, you've proven yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not like, because Werner's conversion rate at Leipzig was still sticky icky, and the system he was playing was very different to ours. We need to try and be a little bit more clever with this now, and actually, does it match what we're doing? Have they proven they can do it in a multiple of different styles and whatnot? Like, let's really grow up now. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's stop pissing about. You know, this is important. It's not taking names out of a hat here. Yeah. Someone said Demba Ba, Malouda was, that season was brilliant. Someone said Madrid have injury news, Carvajal and Nacho out. And then also Marcelo's got polling station duties. I don't know what that's all about.
No, what is that?
Like, he might have to. I read that apparently in Spain there's a thing where you could get called up. You know, like in England you get jury service. Like,
yeah, we get jury
called
service.
Up for jury service. Over there, you could get called up to, you know, be one of like the officials at a polling station if there's a vote going on. Like, it's mad.
Surely he can get out of that. Surely.
I don't know, man.
I mean, Champions League semi-finals.
I've never heard of that requirement in my life, by the way. But can you imagine Champions League semi-final, or being at a nursery because you're at a polling station and people coming in to vote.
Imagine the final
madness. Oh no,
it's happening again.
It's
happening again.
All right, pause. But I was just saying, imagine we had the final in Istanbul and they told Mason Mount, you've got jury duty. Sorry, you can't go.
Oh mate, can you imagine that?
He'd burn the jury duty down, bro. Burn that jury.
It would be ridiculous. It would be nuts. But yeah, I mean, Younes, before you got it, we was talking about Fulham. Because someone was saying earlier that we should rotate to the high heavens. What do you think about this Fulham game? Because it's a must-win with our fixtures coming up.
Yeah, it's in that time of the season now where we can't just rotate heavily. You know, in actual aspect, we should probably use this game as a bit of a 50-50. 50-50 in terms of trying to win, get the result, and try and nail top 4, absolutely. But also prep for that Real Madrid game and to make sure that we're prepared. And if there's anything we want to try out that we're thinking to deploy against Real Madrid, do it against Fulham. And an example would be our striker situation. And should Timo play that second leg? You know? And I'm honestly thinking no. So against Fulham, start a Giroud or start a Tammy or start something that you're going to do different that you might want to carry on into the Real Madrid game. So there's that. But in terms of rotation, maybe a little bit. Just obviously we're not there, so we don't know. But if there's any lads that are tired, much like we saw with the lads that got taken off by Tuchel during that Real Madrid first leg, they were dead. Like you could see Werner was dead. And not just him, Pulisic, a few of the other lads you could see were tired. And I think there was a cause because of the rain and how heavy the pitch became. That rain was ridiculous. So I'm not surprised that there's tired legs because in those conditions, you're going to be running harder. So if we manage the tired legs, we manage the fatigue levels, we manage who can last 90 minutes and carry on into the Real Madrid game, just rotate. Even in our wing-back situation, if we have to rotate there, rotate. But everywhere else, keep the spine the same. Keep everything else the same, and we just move. It's a part of the season now where every game is serious. So we can't just rotate for the sake of it.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it's one of those games now where we really... Because if we don't secure top 4, we have to win the Champions League. Because I'm playing Champions League football next season. I don't know about you guys.
No one wants to play Europa, bro. Please.
Yeah, we can't.
I'd rather give it away to like Burnley or something. Like, you guys go represent us.
It's just we cannot be playing Europa League football after this run. It wouldn't be right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It would be a disgrace. So for me personally, we have to treat this game very seriously. We can't undermine them. A team that's dropped points to Brighton, to Leeds, to Southampton, to West Brom shouldn't really have any sort of undermining spirit in their body when it comes to Fulham. They shouldn't even exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, it shouldn't exist. We're going to wrap up soon.
And even more so, Matisse, Liverpool, I think, are playing Man United. So we can really capitalize on that.
Yes, that's a good point.
I think West Ham also got a tricky opposition. I can't really remember, but we need to capitalize here, man. We have to beat Fulham, and we could be in a good position.
Oh yeah, Man United, Liverpool at Old Trafford, Burnley, West Ham,
and Burnley at home. Burnley at home.
Yeah.
Burnley just put away 4-0 Wolves not that long ago. So, Wolves beat us.
I'm looking at the table now, and there are currently 5 games left, isn't it?
5 games left.
5 games left.
Five games left, and we're 3 points clear. So we're really now coming towards the crunch time. There's not much time left.
If we can get a 6-point gap, I think we've got it.
I think we got it. Yeah.
The Premier League also have us playing Leicester twice on the same day, so that's gonna be a difficult fixture.
Yeah, no, that league game's getting moved. It's getting moved.
18 and 18.
If we're playing Leicester, if we're playing Leicester in the FA Cup final, why don't we just make that game worth 3 points?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can it count as both?
Imagine then we lost that. Jesus Christ.
Oh my days.
I'm just saying we need to be at least 3 points clear because if we're playing 2 games on one day, we're gonna lose. So,
bro, what about Iheanacho?
Actually, well, will we? Because Leicester would have to play twice in one day. We got a bigger squad than them as well. Imagine sending out 2 different 11s. All right, you guys are going to play the morning fixture, and you guys are going to play the cup final. Yeah.
And Brendan Rodgers like, we're going to play with the same squad. We don't have games.
Do you know what? That would actually suit us. Hopefully, they don't change the dates. We've got a big enough squad for that. Let's go through our Leicester lineups for the same day.
I'll have to do 2 watch-alongs.
2 reviews, 2 watch-alongs.
That's outrageous.
Kepa for the league game, Mendy for the cup final. Or maybe because Kepa's been the cup goalkeeper, hasn't he?
Yeah. So he'll get cup.
But will he get the cup final?
Yeah, he will get
probably,
the bro.
probably will.
He has to now.
He probably will.
Now.
He's only kept clean sheets under Tuchel. He probably will. So I'd say we go Mendy 12:30 kickoff in the Premier League, and then we'll go Kepa in the evening FA Cup final.
Yeah.
What about the three centre backs? Who are you going with, Miz?
So Zuma's not going to play in the FA Cup final for me. So Zuma definitely comes in the back.
Gerhi.
So some of the boys will have to do double shift on that day. So I'd have to give a shout out to Rudiger and maybe Spilicueta might have to do a double shift there.
Double pay on
that day. Then we can have Callum in right wing back for one of the games and Reece on the other game. We can have Alonso in one game Emerson. And Chilwell in the other one, and Emerson just. If there is a third fixture, just in case, we can have him.
So Rudiger and Azpilicueta are doing double shifts.
They might have to do a double, bro.
Or rotate Thiago Silva and Christensen.
Yeah, rotate Thiago Silva. Oh, there's Zuma. Oh, yeah, there's Christensen. Yeah. Maybe one player might do double shift.
Azpilicueta. Rudiger. You might not have to do double shifts. How many centre backs have we got? We've got Aspi. We've got Rudiger. We've got Silva, Christensen.
And Zuma.
So there's 5.
So you need one. You need one to do a double shift.
Get Gerhi back, just quickly. Just quick.
Unless
got rid of Tomori.
Unless, boys, we play Emerson as left centre back.
Ah, yes.
And then Alonso as left wing back.
Yeah. Because
we'll do that.
Iheanacho is like a very tricky, low sense of gravity. You see how he turned on his left foot from that side.
That was beautiful goal.
That was a beautiful goal.
Beautiful goal.
So play him on that left-hand side.
Midfield, we can have first game Kante Kovacic, second game Jorginho Billy Gilmore.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like we can mix things up, or maybe we can have
just tell Kante just keep running and just make sure
just keep running, bro.
But he won't know the difference. If he's just constantly running anyway, then he'll just have him run and then just run to the other pitch and then just.
He'd be like, is this a second game?
Oh, well, we'll have him at 3 p.m. First game's finished and he's still running like on the pitch by himself, waiting for 5:30 to come around.
And up front, boys. Honestly,
I think Kante can do double shifts. It's just that if he sits down, then there's a risk of injury because he might get a little cramped. But if he just carries on running, I'm sure he'll be fine. The 90th minute against Atletico, was he not the one running?
The counter.
He don't understand rest.
I think he wants to do double shifts. That's the thing. He wants to do double shifts. So and up front, boys. Honestly, we just got too much. We got too many.
Yeah, we got
way too many options.
Yeah. So
we can go. Loads of options. Ziyech, Havertz.
Exactly. Tammy gets a game, bro. Tammy
Giroud, Werner, Ziyech, Havertz.
Imagine Younes. Tammy doesn't get a game out of the two.
Not getting a game. Watch. You got Giroud and Havertz. You got Ziyech and Pulisic, and then you got Mason Mount and Werner.
Oh my God. Matisse, Tammy doesn't make the squad for both of them. Tammy doesn't make the squad for both.
Tammy wouldn't get a start. Watch, he wouldn't. There's 7 attackers in 6 positions. He wouldn't get. He would actually.
Can you imagine?
Tammy, get yourself another club, Tammy.
Well, guys, listen, we're gonna wrap up there. We've done the Leicester lineups for the Fulham preview. Well, it's not even a Fulham preview. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's just been a great conversation.
It's all you can eat, Chelsea. We just talked about everything.
Yeah, we talked about everything. We prepared you for the Premier League's mishap with their fixtures, so we've even got you covered there, even if that doesn't get somehow miraculously didn't get changed. I don't know what this comment means from Callum, but he's put it in about 15 times, so I'm going to put it in at the end. Younes Talks Football, OG from India here. Great show, guys. We need cover. I don't care how. We need cover against Real Madrid. Even if he's limping, we need him at the bridge. If he's limping, I wouldn't say that. But if he's not, then I get you. We need to see an all-you-can-eat Chelsea episode outside Stamford Bridge, maybe at the Market Hall next season. Younes, I see you have those sponsorship deals. You've got the bags proffered in this.
Hey. Miz can afford his own tickets, man. All right.
Facts. Did you see the house Miz was staying in? He's loaded.
It's got. I think it had about 4 lounges. Just get that. Tell me any of you guys have 4 lounges in a house.
Ridiculous.
Oh, mate, you might need to sponsor me.
Bro, Younes, no one is sponsoring
by
you,
the
bro.
other side of the coin.
I've seen your watch-alongs, Younes, bro. Oh, my days. Younes. Cha-ching.
Miz. Oh, look. They're in the wrong
no.
He's been swallowed into a flipping vortex.
I've got this.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Younes, let the people know where to find you, bro, and anything you got coming up.
As it says right here, you know where to follow. Younes Talks Football. Well, depending, I'm going to see what's going to be popping, but I've got obviously the Fulham coverage that's coming. Videos coming later today. Maybe tomorrow is a double upload. Preview for that game will be uploaded, of course. Then we move into the Fulham game, and then after that, it's all just Real Madrid. Bring it on. I am nervous. But yeah, it's going to be a rammed next few days with content. So, yeah.
Boom.
Love it.
Boom.
Love it.
Miz, let them know where to find you. Any vlogs coming, please?
You know what? I've been thinking about doing a vlog. Just maybe if we go past Real Madrid, not maybe. I'm very, very sure we're going to go past them. After that, I might do that whole week. I might just do sporadically the week building up to Champions League and what I'm up to when I'm going out and this and that. And I might do a vlog there. But yeah, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the other side of the coin, the channel name is right there. It's in the description as well. And just before we go, we had close to 600 plus. Please smash the like button. You guys are dirty on the likes lately, honestly. Please, if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you guys one bit. Mm-hmm. So take the opportunity right now. We're going to have a moment of 10-second silence, and you guys just press the like button. We want to see these likes go up to at least 400 likes. So 10 seconds, we'll count down.
Mm-hmm. Just going to wait.
Nah. I'm not doing this. I'm not having this. 209 likes. Come on.
Do you know what? Yeah.
No, this happened yesterday.
I was on Dammy's stream yesterday, and Dammy they wanted Dammy to do a watch along for the Real Madrid game, and he said he would only do it if they got 250 likes, and there was 250 people watching, right? And
it was on 180.
They got it up to 220.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show that if you guys really wanted to, you could get it up. Do you know what I mean?
You
there'd have to be something in it for them.
Come on, guys, get it up. Get it up. You know what I mean? Get it up.
Get it up.
But yeah,
that sounds very, very awful.
That sounds like something else.
Get it up. That's what she said.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, guys, the other side of the coin, I just uploaded a video literally maybe a couple of hours ago just talking about our strikers and how I think we need a striker, 20 goal per season striker. So if you want to check that out, it's up now live. And tomorrow, straight after the press conference, Fulham preview. Yeah, Fulham preview, live stream. Be there, 2 p.m. UK. And then obviously all the other jazz.
What have I got coming up, guys? Obviously, today, rants at 1 p.m. That will be going through. I don't think DG's going to make it, so it'll just be me and rants, but that'll be fun. Obviously, tomorrow, preview gang, Sam and Maya will be back for the Fulham preview. And then, honestly, it's Real Madrid I'm focusing on. Do you know what I mean? Oil Boys will be back, I think, on Sunday. I just need to organize that. So we'll be talking about it from Sunday onwards. And I will try and book something special in for the Real Madrid preview. We'll see what we can get done. I've sent out a few messages. I'm waiting.
But imagine you bring in Raul, like all of a sudden, it's just announcing in his second account.
You know what
I'm just bringing in Raul.
You know what I'm aiming for? I'm aiming for a former player that played in the Super Cup game against Real Madrid. That's what I'm aiming for.
Oh, like one of our players.
One of our players, yeah.
Oh, like what? Dennis Wise or something? Did Dennis Wise play?
Yeah, he played.
Oh, is that Dennis Wise?
That's what I'm aiming for. Someone like that.
Dennis Wise is accessible. You can get Dennis Wise.
He is accessible. He is
very accessible.
Imagine you get Gus Poyet.
Imagine if I got Zola. Imagine if I got Zola.
Oh, Zola.
That would be disgusting.
That would be mad.
Gosh. I had a dream that I had Di Matteo on. Oh my god.
Oh my days.
Oh my god.
That would be perfect as the last guy to get it done for Chelsea to win the Champions League.
Wow.
That could be perfect.
Boys, imagine asking Di Matteo about some insights into that night. Like, what were you saying?
If I got Zola or Di Matteo, I'd just be asking him about their time at the club. I'd just be looking for inside scoops. Zola worked under Sarri. I'd be looking for all the scoops there. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, someone's put, obviously, Jose's a free agent now, so get him on.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine Matisse and Jose? Oh, my God.
If that was Mourinho, I would
It'd be madness.
That. He could tell me half an hour. I'd be like, listen, we're probably never going to see each other again. I'm milking this into at least 45 minutes.
Imagine Mourinho says on one of Matisse's questions, you know, if I speak, I'll be in trouble. That would just blow up if he was.
He said it. Yeah, there's no promises, guys. I'm working on it. We'll see what we can get done. If it was official, I'd let you know, but it's not at the moment. If you do need content though, and you haven't seen it, go to the interviews playlist. Ian Dark is on there. So check that out. That was fun. Just to listen to Ian Dark's voice is ridiculous. The guy is just, when he speaks, you listen. Is ridiculous as a commentator. So yeah, there's something there for you if you want to look at that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So without further ado, man's gonna click the banner button for the outro, and we will see you next week. And by the time we see each other again, we will be on the morning afterwards of the Real Madrid
celebration.
Yeah.
Celebration.
I'm just saying, this guy is so confident in comparison to me. I'm sure
We are going to the final. Oh yeah!
I can't believe he's thinking like this.
Oh my God, Miz, do not juju us.
We are all gonna have a party. Yeah.
If we get through, and this show will obviously be the following morning, I am going to cook a proper breakfast. Like I'm
gonna have to have some milk. Yeah,
we are gonna be feasting on the all you can eat.
And you know what? We're gonna have like a long 2-hour session just for you guys. Seriously, we will.
It have to.
This is gonna be a feast if we make it. Miz is very confident. I'm shitting it. Until then, people, and as we tweet, Fabrizio Romano has said, David Alaba to Real Madrid, here we go. So I'm sure Perez is very broke. The poor. I've got no money. I can't afford anything.
We are bankrupt.
Please, sir, just one crumb. This absolute joke. Unbelievable. He's about to pay David Alaba £350,000 a week, probably. And he's telling us he can't afford Haaland and Mbappe without the Super League.
Oh, but you know what then? Varane's then gone now. Varane's gone.
Yeah, Varane's gone now. Varane's gone. You've got Milito, is it? The centre-back, Milito.
I like that guy, bro.
Yeah,
Militao.
Yeah, played. Militao, Brazilian. And he's young. They only just bought him a couple years ago. You've got Sergio Ramos still there. And you've got now David Alaba. So Varane will be on the move. So yeah, without further ado, that's something for you guys to chew on. Goodbye.